Hello students, in the last video we have discussed about the cell with its diagram, especially a plant cell. But in this video we are going to just talk about types of cell. As you can see clearly, topic is the type of cells. Okay, so cell is of two types, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic cell means a cell with having which have I can say primitive nucleus, have nucleus, or we can say incipient nucleus. Okay, and eukaryotic, you means true, the cell which have true nucleus. Okay, and I have made the table. Okay, I can say that table for the differences between the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. First difference is the size generally small, 1 to 10 micron meter. Okay, and size generally large, 5 to 100 micron meter. But you should know about the unit also. 1 micron meter is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Okay, very small unit. This is the micron meter. And being very large in comparison to prokaryotic cell, eukaryotic cell can be observed properly. Okay, if we compare among the eukaryotic cells, it is about two types, plant cell and animal cells. So plant cells are bigger in size than animal cells. Next difference, nuclear region. Nuclear region means the region which contains chromosome, or we can say DNA. Okay, not well defined and also not surrounded by a nuclear membrane and known as nucleus. Okay, such region which contains nuclear DNA, or we can say chromosome. Okay, that region is called nucleoid, and it is also called primitive nucleus. It is also called primitive nucleus. Next, in the case of eukaryotic cell, nuclear region well defined and surrounded by a nuclear membrane. Okay, and known as nucleus. Also it is called true nucleus. Okay, in case of primitive nucleus, it is called nucleoid, or we can say primitive nucleus. When it is true means surrounded, when DNA is surrounded by membrane, it is called nucleus. I can make you all clear this point with the help of this diagram. Okay students, just see, this is very confusing difference. You all should know clearly about it. Suppose this is a cell membrane, this is of prokaryotic cells, for example bacterial cell, and it is of a eukaryotic cell, especially a plant cell. So both have the DNA, both of course. In case of prokaryotic, this is the DNA thread of DNA, yeah, because DNA stands, and here also DNA is there. Okay, if this DNA is not surrounded by any membrane, okay, this genetic material is not surrounded by any membrane, then this is called nucleoid. Okay, that is the nuclear region. It's located in nuclear region. And when this DNA, we can say chromosome, is surrounded by nuclear membrane, then this is called nucleus. Means you can get it in simple language. When DNA or chromosome surrounded by a nuclear membrane, then this structure is called nucleus. Okay, next difference, chromosome single. Okay, means also in other language called one cell one DNA. It is also called, their word is also used for it, one cell one DNA, and here more than one. Human cell is also made up of eukaryotic cell. And how many cell chromosomes are there? 46. How many chromosomes are there? 46. And you all have you all have been told by me in the previous lectures, DNA get condensed and they form the chromosome. More than one cell means many DNA या many chromosome. Many DNA you can say या many chromosome. Many chromosome students. Next is the membrane bound cell organelles absent. Membrane bound cell organelles absent. Here present. For example, if you talk about mesosomes, mesosomes are just modification in the cell membrane of prokaryotic cell. Okay, but here in the case of plastid is there, they are surrounded by double membrane. Mitochondria is also surrounded by double membrane. So it is written like this: membrane bound cell organelles absent, and it is here present. 70S ribosome. So you all will be told by me that what is the ribosome. It plays a very important role in protein synthesis. So it is of two types: ribosome, it is of 70S and 80S. Okay, as for the Svedberg constant, okay, Svedberg comes from the name of scientist. Okay, we will discuss later about it. 70S and 80S. This next difference is cell divides by binary fission. Cell divides by binary fission, and binary fission is a kind of a mode of asexual reproduction. Okay, and here eukaryotic cell can divide by mitosis or meiosis. Meiosis comes in sense of formation of gametes, but for the cells of hands and skin, okay, and other cells except testis and ovary cell, all cell divides through the mitosis. Next is the example bacteria. Okay, bacteria comes into this. One more example, mycoplasma. Okay, mycoplasma. Next in the column of eukaryotic cell, plant cell, animal cell, fungus, protist. In protist, you will be taught by me. Protists are the group of the organisms which are single and made up of eukaryotic cell. Listen me carefully. Protists are the organisms which are made up of single cell and made up of eukaryotic cell. Okay, example is the amoeba, paramecium, okay, etc. Euglena also comes in that. So these are the differences. I hope you have got the differences between this point and this point. Okay students, just simple, it is very simple. DNA is there also, DNA is there also. Okay, it is clear. When this DNA is surrounded by a membrane, okay, then it is surrounded by a DNA membrane. This is called nucleus. Okay, here also DNA is there, but not membrane bound structure, not by a membrane bound, and not surrounded by a membrane. Then it is called nucleoid. Okay, we can call nucleoid. Okay, next is the topic is the differences between plant cell and animal cell. So students, this is also very important. First difference is the cell wall is present, cell wall is absent. Okay, so cell wall is absent in the case of animal cells. So what is the benefit of not having cell wall in case of animal cell? Anyone can guess it? Some of you must be thinking in right way. Okay, let me tell you all. When cell wall, when there is a cell wall, it gives a rigidity, okay, to a cell. But when it is absent, in the case of animal cell, then animal cell can be I can say that can be flexible. Some you are getting my point. Suppose this is my skin, muscle is there. If I press it, then see they are getting impressed, I can say. Okay, if I apply pressure, so this is the benefit of not having cell wall. Next is the different cell membrane is second outermost layer. Second cell membrane is second outermost layer. Okay, in the case of plant cell, for example, this is the cell membrane, this is the cell wall. So what is the sentence? Cell membrane is the second outermost layer. In the case of, so first layer is this cell wall, third is the second is the, first is the cell wall, second is the cell membrane. Okay, here this is the cell membrane. So cell membrane is the outermost layer. Cell membrane is the outermost layer, students. Next, size is bigger than animal cell. That is why in your practical classes you would be observing that plant cell more clearly than an animal cell. Okay, because of its size. Fourth is the plastids are found, or we can say plastids are present. So plastids means a kind of cell organelles which is responsible for photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis also, and storage of the protein, oil. Okay, and reserve food material also, for the giving the color also. Okay, so plastid we will discuss in detail, very detail, in the upcoming videos. But here in the case of animal cell, plastids are absent. Next is the plant cell, vacuoles of bigger size present. Okay, not in many number, in many number, but they are present in only 1, 2 or 3. But in the case of animal cells, either absent or found in smaller size. Okay, so this is the fifth one difference. Sixth is the centriole absent, and here is the centriole present. So students, these are the differences, and I hope you all have got it properly. And in the next video we will be talking about the nucleus. Okay, and I think within 2 or 3 video lecture we will be completing this chapter. Okay, students, and make a note of this, especially of my own school. Okay, and up to that time, take care. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.